And talking about how something shocking could, well, I was once in the most frightening play that was on tour. It was after I'd had a little spell as stage manager and understudy in town. And funnily enough, I didn't know, but my leading lady was in the theatre opposite. The theatre was Haymarket, in something in the Rebels. Something in the Rebels, anyway. Anyhow, the show, Tea House finishes, something in the Rebels finishes, we all go to Manchester. This is the most frightening play ever that is going out on tour. The management, Jack Gillam Entertainments, had another show on tour that was doing extremely well, called A Girl Called Sadie. Been on tour for about a year and making a lot of money. And so now, instead of sex, this was just horror. And anyway, before the rehearsal starts, the director, Eugène Hamilton was the name on the bill. The actual name of the person, some of you might know, so I won't mention, but it was very ordinary anyway. It wasn't Eugène Hamilton. And Mary, my leading lady, who I was looking for accommodation for and eventually found some, in the last act had to be nude. I'm not being nude. Nobody ever told me. They said, oh, but you were told at the audition. No, I wasn't told I was going to be nude. She refused to be nude. That's the start of it all. Anyway, so she had to wear a body stocking, which really killed the last scene. But still, we opened. She is my girlfriend. I found her accommodation. This accommodation, the landlady has, again, a son that's a drug addict. Living there is a vicar, but he's not an ordinary vicar. He's a black magician vicar. And there were people that used to come and go and have cups of tea. Very ordinary looking people, but they were prostitutes, actually. Anyway, we opened at Bolton, and the house lights went out. All the lights in the theatre went out. The what do they call them? We used to call them footlights, but floats went out. Everything. People were sitting in absolute darkness. There was a bit of music, and then a voice came up. Ladies and gentlemen, in presenting Creep, Shadow Creep, the management have dared to break the silence that terror has enforced upon the subject of devil worship. Who are the devil worshippers? Nobody knows. Why, there might even be one sitting next to you in this theatre. Well, that was the start. Instead of horror, you got the feeling that there were a few titters here. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with the whole story, only that right at the end, Mary, my girlfriend, who has been caught there, they've not let her go, is going to have a stake put through her heart, although she's not nude. She's got the body stock. Quite difficult to put a stake through a body stock, I think. But anyway, she shouts out, Andy, me. And I come on. But instead of coming on as her boyfriend to help her, I come on with nothing. It's me that's half nude. Nothing but a golden jockstrap carrying a lighted taper and looking straight out front, trying to keep a straight face. And this vicar says, ha, so you see, he's not what you thought he was. Well, if you can imagine Friday and Saturday night in Hull, they were falling about with laughter. The show became the management hated us, and we, as a cast, had great difficulty keeping a straight face. But the show became well known as the funniest show on tour, and it was billed as the most horrific show you will ever see, and that was called Creep, Shadow Creep.